Hi, my name's Pat Flanagan. In just a moment, I'm going to tell you something that will surprise and maybe even shock you. You see, I'm a launch manager. I help people start selling their products and services online, and most of the time it's with one of those big splashy launches. You know the kind, the 4 or 5 day spectacular that has tons of affiliates mailing like crazy, competing for big cash prizes. I've had multiple launches from my clients end up with 6 figures in sales from those. But I'm not here to pitch you on my launch management services. In fact, I'm going to tell you right here, right now, that you most likely should not do a launch for your product. That's right, I don't think you should launch your product. It's not for everyone. You're probably thinking that goes against everything a launch manager like me would believe in, right? After all, I make good money when my clients launch their products. Well, here are 3 simple truths about launches that you may not be aware of. First of all, secret number 1, the dirtiest little secret of all: most launches fail. Only a very few get into 6 figures of sales. Many don't even hit 5 figures or even get into the thousands. And many times it's for reasons totally beyond your control, like a big popular heavy hitter comes in out of nowhere with a launch and dumps it right on the same date and time as yours. They vacuum up all the good affiliates and you're left with the crumbs. It happens a lot. Nobody can guarantee success on a launch. But you might be thinking, hey, even just a few thousand in sales would be really cool right about now. Well, truth number 2, product launches are expensive. You've already had the expense to create your product, right? Now you're paying out typically half of your sales over to your affiliates and commissions. You also have PayPal and affiliate platform fees. That's another 7 or 8%. When you use a launch manager like myself, I get an upfront fee plus a percentage of your sales. And don't forget about those cash prizes for the affiliates. It's very easy to end up upside down in the tank with less money than you started with. Finally, the third truth, which I know very well: launches are a hell of a lot of work. Besides all the technical parts, you have to plan it out properly, you have to advertise it, you have to recruit all those affiliates, and you have to manage it through the launch period, which can be crazy, handling any tweaks or changes that need to be made on the fly. If launches are starting to sound a bit scary to you, well, you're right. A launch can be a great experience, but it can also be a terrible ordeal. There is an alternative though, one that I've used successfully for my own products. That's right, even though I'm a launch manager, I have products that I've never done a launch for. But these products have brought in money and they've added emails to my lists. And they continue to do both to this day. I've identified 5 smart strategies for putting your products into play without an expensive, risky, scary launch. These strategies don't require a launch manager. You can do it. They don't need risky prizes. You don't have to schedule them around everyone else's launch or worry about someone else dropping in. Best of all, they aren't expensive. In fact, these 5 strategies cost $0 upfront to implement. You'll learn my 5 strategies for the very first time in the Anti-Launch Plan. The Anti-Launch Plan is an easy-to-digest video course that walks you step by step through each of my 5 strategies. You start with one strategy that everyone can do right now, and you can start making sales within minutes with it. Then you walk up the ladder through each successively deeper strategy. I use all of these. They're not theory, they're not puff. Once you've gone through all 5 anti-launch strategies, you've built a process that you can use over and over for those multiple income streams that I know you want to have and you know are important to have. Plus, you're going to get a complete case study of an actual anti-launch I did. You'll see how I use strategies 1, 2, and 5 to make $4,260.07 in sales for one of my own products. And I did it over New Year's Eve weekend when nobody buys anything. That's not true. Now, it wasn't a six-figure launch, but I threw it all together in a single morning without any prior planning. I just thought, hey, let's try this. And I spent $0 to do it. The best part, this anti-launch is still paying me to this day. You'll see exactly what I did, how I did it, and what results it brought in. You'll see my stats and everything. You're getting the first chance to put my anti-launch strategies into play, okay? Click below right now and get your access to the anti-launch plan for a very special limited time price. I'm looking forward to helping you put my 5 secret anti-launch plan strategies into play for you and your products. See you on the inside.